Man, I had to have car issue after car issue. It was not even funny.
Oh man, shit, it's the worst.
Yeah, cause like I put a new battery in last night.
Uh,
Next thing you know it, I was trying to go handle some business and my car was not starting. So I called
right,
AAA, and AAA was all like, pretty much, it just wasn't tight enough, which AJ already warned me about.
right.
So I tightened up the screw. Everything was pretty much good and stuff like that. Next thing you know it, my coolant started messing up. You know
Uh,
what I mean? So I had to get a whole new coolant sensor. I put the coolant sensor, mechanic put the coolant sensor in there. Next thing you know it, it's happening. My thermostat was fucking up. So I gotta get this shit fixed tomorrow. That's kind of irritating my living soul.
wow, it's crazy. Have you seen the angry black girl and her monster? You ever saw that movie?
Nah.
I was watching that last night. It's good. For once, I saw an all black movie that was good.
Oh wow.
You know, yeah, that was a nice little film.
Where's the streaming on?
It's on. I guess it's on all black because I saw like when it started, they had the all black logo on it. So I guess it's on that platform, and it should be on most movie streaming apps already.
I feel it. I'll probably
Yeah,
check it out.
the documentary was good. I don't know if we're gonna review it, but it was a good documentary.
We're gonna talk about that probably next week.
Yeah, I saw people talk about it. I saw Joe Budden podcast was talking about it, and nobody but him liked it on there.
Oh wow.
I'm like, y'all crazy. Y'all would sit up there and watch a Little Yachty documentary with Michael Jackson. You bugging.
That's just a generation, boy.
I see, but they
It's
need
just
to know who Michael Jackson is though. Without Michael, they ain't no Scissor and Brent Fires and all these other people that you all love.
as long as his nephew can act, that's all that matters and shit.
I hope he. I mean, I don't know. I hope he can. You would think with the blood ties that he have to Mike, that's shoes. That's big shoes to fill. You know what I'm saying? To try to emulate what his uncle meant to the world. You know what I'm saying? That's I don't. I wouldn't want that pressure on myself. So I could imagine what he's going through, and hopefully it's a great biopic, and they don't you know whitewash it like they did with the Whitney one.
Oh God.
You know, a lot of people didn't like that one. I still haven't watched the Whitney biopic.
You're not missing much.
Yeah, and it's finally on Netflix now, and I still ain't watching it.
You're not missing much.
I heard they just breezed through a lot of this shit that was going on with her.
They did.
And you can't do that for like a legend like Whitney Houston. You gotta like tell it like how it is, and how her family take it is how her family take it. You know,
Yeah, that's how people are, man.
yeah. I don't know. I felt like I always felt like her family was like trying to downplay what was going on with her.
You said what?
I said I felt like her family was always trying to downplay what was going on with her,
They did.
especially when it came to Bobby. Like they were like in denial or whatever, or they didn't want the public to find out about stuff, and you know,
Hmm. Yeah, man. It all depends on if his nephew can act, though, because everyone's making a big deal out of it.
Right. Yeah, that the acting is gonna be a major thing. Cause he got the look already. Like he's tall as Mike, and from the little teaser photo they had months ago, like he looked like him with the hat on and everything. But the acting is gonna be a major thing.
It
You know,
is.
the Jackson. You know why everybody loved the Jackson miniseries? Because the acting was good in that series. You know,
That was like a 4 hour series and shit.
right? Yeah, and that's important for biopics, like who they cast. They have to have the right cast, and the acting has to be good, as well as the story.
Way better than that Man in the Mirror shit.
Oh man, I would
But
start with a solo career. Like the way I would start it would be like you do flashbacks of him as a kid with the Jackson Five and all the success they had with Motown, and then them leaving Motown, and then his entry into his solo career. Like, and I'm talking about like before Off the Wall and all that. Like when he was doing like Got to Be There and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's when I would start. When he was doing his solo stuff, and then going into the bigger albums.
right.
Yeah, Forever Michael and all that. You
I love
know,
that for I love that for Mike.
yeah.
I'm gonna start about 5 more minutes.
You know what I'm saying? Just start with his solo career. You know what I'm saying? And that could be like a continuation from the miniseries. You know,
Right, cause I feel like talking about how the Jackson Five got started. It's like we already been there before.
right? Then that would force people to go back and watch the miniseries if they don't know about when he was younger. And then after you watch the miniseries, you watch the biopic.
Exactly. Also, too, so there's a recent controversy with this actor named Christian Hayes, excuse me. How he's talking about how he was fucking harassed by a male businessman and shit like that.
Who is he?
He's in a lot of like BET, Tyler
Oh,
Perry shit. You know what I'm saying?
okay. I don't know him.
And a lot of people are kind of figuring out who was harassing him or some shit like that, but it's not really actually been proven. But
He
the re-
was. What do you mean? He was like sexually harassed?
yeah,
Did he? Is he gay? Is he straight? Like, what is he?
he's straight.
So how is a straight man, a straight black man, get? How do you allow yourself to get harassed by another man?
I don't know.
If
Yeah,
you if you're not welcoming it in, like how do you allow yourself to get harassed? You know what I'm saying?
you asking the wrong nigga.
I would have beat his ass. Like what? Like you're allowing that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it.
It was the way you said it.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to understand. Like if you're a grown ass man and you straight, how do you allow yourself to get harassed by another man? I don't understand. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like he obviously picked the right nigga to harass, because if that was a street nigga, he would have got his ass kicked.
So I would have beat his ass.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You allow that shit to happen. It only takes one time for you to tell a nigga no. That it shouldn't be a continuous thing. You know, No means no for the dudes too. It ain't just for the women.
Damn, nigga, almost made me choke on my spit, nigga. Yo, everyone is getting exposed this year. This is Me Too Part
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting exposed at this point. Shit. Who's next?
Who knows? I'm afraid to even find out who's next. It seemed like all the people that people thought were legends are the ones going down.
Right. Yeah, I'm good, Q. I was just laughing at Charles joking. I choked on my spit.
I'm just trying to understand. Like I could see if he was well, even if he was queer or whatever, that would apply to them too. But if you're a straight man, you're a straight black man in America, and you allow yourself to get sexually harassed by another man, then you're doing something wrong.
Oh,
Because at some point his ass would have gotten killed. There's no way in hell you're gonna continuously let another man make sexual advances to you. That wouldn't happen.
well, see, it wasn't just a man. So he said this one female actress grabbed him on the crotch inappropriately and shit like that without even
Okay,
telling him.
but what did he do about it? He didn't do nothing. He just let it happen.
They say he just let it happen, right? And then
Exactly. So
then all of a sudden, she allegedly said, "Oh, she pretty much just pointed out his junk and shit like that." She's like, "Oh, I see that shit." You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So he just felt like he was sexually harassed by that shit
so he's
too.
coming out with this now. How long ago this happened?
I'm gonna send you the video later. I'll send you the video, but
I don't know. I just feel like if you don't want shit to happen to you, then do something about it. That's
but
simple.
but you're afraid of getting blacklisted. That's the thing. Motherfuckers scared of getting blackballed and shit.
Well, it comes down to money and pride. So which one is more important to you?
That's true.
You know what I mean? You want to get groped your whole career and make money, or you want to do something about these pedophiles and people disgusting people out here. You know, it shouldn't be hard to think about. It's that simple.
Yeah, you're right about that. But I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah.
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
Yo.
And this afternoon or evening, we are going to talk about the Jackson 5 Christmas album that came out on October 15th, 1970 on Motown Records. I'm going to pull up the album artwork right now. TT's Universe, have you ever seen a Jackson variety show? I've seen some of it. I'm not really a big fan of that. I'm going to be real with you.
I watched the cartoon. I wasn't around for the variety show.
Yeah, again, you're not missing much. And I love the Jacksons though, but still. That was just Joe Jackson wanted to, force anything, just trying to make anything stick, pretty much. Yeah, this album was produced by the Corporation and Hal Davis. It only had one single, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And yeah, no guest appearances. You guys should know the Jackson 5, Michael Marlon, Jermaine, Tito, and Jackie. So yeah, I mean, pretty much, when it came to this album came out while the Jackson 5 was still at their breakthrough, their peak, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Because they had dropped their third album in September of that year and everything like that too. And so they dropped this album like literally 1 month later and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is pretty much just a regular Christmas album. A lot of people have called this like one of the best Christmas albums, and you've heard everybody has heard some of these songs like movies, commercials. You know what I'm saying? Every black household plays this album at least once, once or twice a holiday season and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, this album has 11 songs. We're gonna get started with "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." You know what I'm saying? I like this version. This version is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Michael definitely has some of his best vocals. He has some of his best vocals on this album. Period.
Mm. Was this Michael on it? I thought it was like Jermaine or something.
I could have sworn it was Michael. Hold on.
On Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Yeah,
Nah, that's somebody else singing that. On like in the beginning person that's singing. That sound like Jermaine or Jackie, one of them.
it's probably Jermaine. I think you're right. I think it's Jermaine.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a nice starter for the album.
Right. Track number 2, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Um, yeah, this was another pretty good track right here and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely love this version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I feel like it's a very, very solid version. So yeah,
Yeah, it was like really groovy. It was more upbeat, and I like the beat. Michael did his thing on it.
definitely. It sounds like something from a Hanna Barbera cartoon. Like thinking out. Like remember like Josie and the Pussycats and
Right.
all?
Yeah, I was thinking that it had like that '60s
Yeah.
sound to it.
Track number 3, the Christmas song. Um, yeah, this one was pretty straight. You know what I'm saying? Again, I love the background vocals and the arrangement of this song. Pretty solid track.
Yeah, that had Jermaine singing on that. I think it was again
Yeah.
on that one. And Jermaine's voice definitely, he don't like when he as an adult, his voice sound different than when he was a teenager.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like when I hear songs like Dynamite and Do What You Do, is it don't even sound like the same person.
I feel you.
So like his voice really changed.
It's that
You know?
puberty, son.
Yeah. This was good. This was a good song.
Track number 5, Frosty the Snowman. You know, I never really told anybody this, but I
Did you
never.
skip one? I thought it was up on the house top. House top.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, up on the housetop. Um, yeah, this one was pretty okay. I never really cared for this Christmas song like that, really. You know what I'm saying? But the Jackson Five can make anything sound good. You know.
Yeah, I like this. This was another upbeat track. I like the beat on this, the horns, the guitar playing. Michael did his thing as well.
Right. Next on Frosty the Snowman. I never actually told a lot of people this, but I never actually cared for this the Frosty the Snowman song. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why should we give a damn about the snowman and stuff? You know what I'm saying? But again, the Jackson Five pretty much just made everything sound right. You know what I'm saying? I love Michael's vocals on this one. So yeah, this one, I'm not gonna hold you. This one's another great track.
Yeah, the way the way that they sang it was better than how I usually hear it.
Right. Next song, The Little Drummer Boy. Love this record. One of my favorite songs on this album. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Christmas songs. I never heard a bad rendition of this one. So
You don't think it sounded like too whitewashed?
no, not really.
It sounded more of like a Christmas jingle. You know,
Well, I mean, I can see what you're coming from with that one and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I can see where you're coming from, but
Right.
to an extent, maybe.
Mhm.
All right. After that, we got is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I like this version too. You know, again, everybody knows this Christmas song.
This was good. Just the story with Rudolph is a classic Christmas story, and I love the song. I always like the song.
Yeah, I remember that Film Nation Christmas special.
Hmm.
Like that, I love that
That's what
one.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, that was
Um,
that Christmas special with a bomb.
yeah, right. It's not like they don't do those anymore like that.
They don't.
You know, and yeah, the theme song was always good.
Definitely. Track number 8, Christmas Won't Be the Same This Year. Now I want to say this one is Jermaine singing. I think this is the
Yeah,
one with Jermaine singing. Yeah, I'm not mad about this one. This one was pretty straight. You know, Jermaine can actually do some good work when he wants to.
Yeah, it was dope. Did Jackie ever sing lead or no?
He sang later lead on a couple tracks.
Oh, but nothing like major,
Nah, not nothing major.
right? Yeah, this was cool. Jermaine did his thing with him.
Yeah, I agree. Next song is "Give Love on Christmas Day." My favorite song on this album and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is actually an original song written by Barry Gordy, Fonse Mazel, Freddie Perrin, Deke Richards, Kristen Perrin. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope track. This one has been covered by a lot of people, from like New Edition to the Temptations. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this one was a very, very, very dope track right here. One of the most classic songs, in my opinion. Love the instrumentation of the song too. So I love it.
I like this version and the new edition version in the
Yes.
Christmas EP. Like I think they were both good. Michael did his thing, had a nice beat. Definitely one of my favorites on here.
Give love on Christmas Day. Very dope. Yeah, New Edition, man.
Hmm.
We just talked about that album like last week.
Like
Yes, sir.
this past week we did it.
Oh yeah, this past week,
Yeah,
track number 10, Someday at Christmas. Um, Another very iconic Christmas song right here. Love the instrumentation on this one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this one was pretty solid.
Michael's good. Um, yeah, this was good. Good. It had like a groovy, nice groovy melody to it. I love the singing on it.
Definitely. And last but not least, track number 11, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope track. This is another one, another Christmas song right here that's a personal favorite of mine. You know what I'm saying? I know the Ronettes also covered this song
Hmm.
back in 1963. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is like the most famous version of the song. I remember one episode of Fresh Prince of Bel Air. It was a Christmas episode, ironically,
Mm.
and Carlton and his little Glee club was singing this track, and then Will was like, "What kind of smutty Christmas song are you singing?" Or some shit like that. You know,
Mhm.
very very funny episode and whatnot. But I love it.
Yeah, this was a great song, and I like the video. They all have like videos on the Jackson 5 YouTube channel. They all have like videos for these songs on there. It was like animated videos, and I thought it was good.
Right, definitely. Overall, this is a favorite album of mine. This is very a dope Christmas album from the Jackson Five. I would recommend it for every Christmas music lover. You know what I'm saying? Love the arrangements and everything. I feel like this is a album everyone should own. I'll give it a 5 out of 5.
It's a good Christmas album. I like some songs on here, "Up on the Housetop" and "Give Love on Christmas Day." "Santa Claus is Coming to Town," "Little Drummer Boy." I'll give it 3 mics because it has like a '70s sound. '70s Christmas album was good. Michael killed it as always. No surprise there. You had Jermaine jump on a couple tracks with the lead vocals, and it was good.
Definitely. All right. What time is it? 23 minutes. I'm gonna stay on for maybe maybe 5 or 7 minutes and shit. But yeah, man. I might even watch that Thriller documentary again and shit. Honestly.
Right. I think what the like the people on Joe Budden's podcast was saying was that like when they watched it, they didn't feel like they didn't feel like they knew that they found out anything new, which and I disagree because I like the stuff about when they talked about Michael thinking that he was gonna win all the Grammys for Off the Wall and he didn't, and he was pissed off, and that's when he made Thriller. That I didn't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't never heard about that until watching the documentary and the writing process and how he calculated everything about Thriller, like getting Jane Fonda to give him the plaques and all that, and getting Paul McCartney on the album, and getting Eddie Van Halen on the album. Rest in peace to Eddie, and I didn't know all that. So that's why I like to see documentaries like that when they go in depth about, classic albums.
Right.
Salute. Tyson was good.
What's up, Ant? Yeah, man. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but still.
And Joe Budden was the only one that liked it. He was saying the same thing. There's a lot of shit that he didn't know about.
Well, tell those motherfuckers make their own. I'm through the documentary of this one.
I'm like, come on, man. A lot of they probably heard like shit, but it was like a lot of shit that wasn't true. When it came to the Thriller album, like even the whole thing about Michael doing 900 songs, like they didn't mention that in the documentary.
Right.
I think the only thing I was missing was his family. Like, what did his brothers think about Thriller when they first heard it? Like they mentioned the brothers, but they mentioned the brothers when it was time to do the Victory Tour in the album, and how Michael didn't want shit to do with it.
Right.
But of course, that was Joe, stepping in and demanding, like, yo, you're gonna go on tour with your brothers, you're gonna do this album, and but other than that, I would have liked to see the brothers. What did the brothers think about the Thriller album when they first heard it?
That's a good ass question.
You know what I mean?
Well, I know. I read Jermaine was jealous of Michael and stuff like that. He felt like Thriller was gonna fail.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Wow. Well, Jermaine, if that's the case, Jermaine should be jealous of Janet too, because she came out of nowhere and surpassed you. So, when nobody thought they looked at her as like, that's little sis right there. That's Penny. I think Ant wants the link.
Sure, I might end up in a couple minutes and shit.
We'll be back on tonight though.
Yeah. I just literally had a long morning and stuff like that. Trying to see if I can get some more bread together for this car situation. Ugh. But not gonna make that an issue right now. Oh yeah, we doing Kid and Play tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's 9 songs. I felt like they broke down every song though. You know what I'm saying? Like they talked about human nature and Baby Be Mine, and The Girl Is Mine and all that. They have the footage when Michael and Paul McCartney doing that song.
So when was that Dangerous documentary coming out?
That has to be next, right? You would think that has to be next.
Right.
It's like 30 years for Dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need a documentary for that one.
I feel like eventually it will all come.
Yeah. It has to, because I was big when that came out.
The fact that it was a toss up between Carousel and Human Nature is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, they talked about Carousel and Starlight. some of the unreleased tracks. Nah, we don't need no history documentary. That was like the bad times of what was going on.
I won't be surprised if there is one coming soon.
You think so? You think they'll do one?
I won't be surprised.
Just to, yeah, but they could, if they do that, they're gonna rehash what happened with the child molestation when we already had a whole damn documentary about that shit already. You know what I mean? Remember that that nigga was like talking to what's that Indian dude? Like he went all around shopping with the Indian cat, and I don't want to hear about the child molestation charges no more. It's old news already. And every time that album, they talk about that album, they talk about what happened. That's Reg is the only one to tell me that he recorded 900 songs for that. They didn't have that in the documentary.
I saw it on a link.
That they could be lying though. I've never heard that until you told me that. That I like he had 900 songs and he just picked out the best 9. Yeah, I didn't even watch that like Neverland shit. I'm over it already.
You're not missing much.
You know.
I mean, it's a few more people. They need to officially release the song Hot Street. Yeah, that one and Streetwalker from the Bad album too.
I think that's on this special edition.
Yeah.
Those songs, Streetwalker, those songs are on there.
They need to release a brand new MJ album for 2024. Yeah, we'll see what that goes. But I'm gonna end this off right here because I got some shit to handle. This has been a fun review. So tonight at 10, like probably 10:15 the latest, we're gonna do Kid and Play with the 2 Hype album. So I'm about to go listen to that right now and get some rest because, like I said, I've had a crazy afternoon. I just want to decompress for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to say before we head out?
Nope.
All right. Other than that, I hope y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.
All right. Peace.